Hello children, today let us learn the articles. What are articles? Yes, a, an and the are articles. What is the function of these articles? Yes, an article tells us whether the noun is a familiar one or an unfamiliar one. Familiar one means about which we have a knowledge from before itself. Unfamiliar one means a strange one about which we are going to know for the first time. That is an unfamiliar one. A and an are indefinite articles and they are used before singular nouns which are unfamiliar. If we are talking it for the first time without ever talking about it, in that particular context, that is an unfamiliar one. So we use the articles a and an. An is used before words which start with a vowel or a vowel sound. Here an umbrella, U is a vowel, so an umbrella. An apple, A is a vowel, so an apple. An aeroplane, A is a vowel, so an aeroplane. An hour, look at this, H is a consonant, yet we use an because the H is silent and we pronounce it this way. An hour, the H is silent there, so because we have the vowel sound, we use an hour. An honest man, because the H here is silent, an honest man. An honorable person, here also the H is silent. Now the next example, an MP. MP here, though M is there, M is a consonant, we pronounce it M. The sound comes from A. A is a vowel sound, so we use the article an, that is an MP. On to the usage of a. A is used before singular nouns starting with consonants or consonant sounds. For example, a tap, T is a consonant. A pot, P is a consonant. A shirt, S is a consonant. A university, here U is a vowel. Still for all we use a university because in university the first pronunciation is ya, Y sound, university. It is ya sound, ya is a consonant, Y is a consonant. So we use the article a university. A 1 rupee note, though the first letter is O is a vowel, it is pronounced as one, V sound, one. V is a consonant, so we use the article a 1 rupee note. Next, a unit. Here also unit uses the consonant sound ya, Y. So we use the article a unit. On to the usage of the. The is a definite article. It is used to speak of things which are already familiar to us, which we have got an introduction about in the previous line or in the previous sentence. The apple on the table is ripe. The apple on the table is ripe means that particular apple which is on the table about which the listener has got an idea about from the speaker. Already the apple is spoken about. They have an introduction about which apple the speaker is speaking about. The university is located in Gachibowli. So the university means if there is only one and only one university in that particular locality, so we call it as the university is located in Gachibowli. Look children, there are some more examples for the usage of the. That is, the is used before unique things, one and only one things. That is, as I told you, the university, the Taj Mahal, the Charminar, they are one and only one in the universe. So we use it, and also we use it for the superlative degree because that is one and only. He is the best boy. That is, he is the one and only best boy in the entire classroom. In situations where the sentence itself contains a clue to identify the thing or the person referred to. Example, his advice to young scientists was to look at the world around them. So the world, so that is, the world is always familiar to each one of us. We are familiar with the world. So here the word the is used. In social situations where the identity of the person or object is understood. But look here, Krishnan, he said, turning to the young man. That means already there is some information given about the young man. Who that young man denotes is already known in the context in the paragraph. Before the names of musical instruments, and also before the names of holy books, before the names of newspapers, before the names of rivers, before the names of oceans, we use the. And one more peculiarity, that is the difference between a and the. Let me tell you with an example. A man is standing near the gate. The man looks very quarrelsome. Now look, children, a man, in the first sentence, a man is standing near the gate. That is, there is no introduction about the man. The man looks quarrelsome. Here, the man is indicating the man whom I described in the first sentence. A man is standing near the gate. The man looks quarrelsome means the particular man who is standing near the gate. So this is the difference between indefinite article and definite article. When a man, that is indefinite, no introduction. The second sentence, the man, I have already introduced the man in the first sentence. So it is definite article. That is, it specifies, it tells which particular man. It gives some definition about that man, the particular man, specific man. So that is what is the difference between a definite article and an indefinite article. Hope you all understood the articles. Thank you, children. Thank you for watching and have a happy day.